Rue back with another video. What is up, Crypto Warriors? What's up, Black Rue Crew? But before I get started, Indigo Saint, let's get it. Let's get it. Indigo Saint in the building. Black Rue investing. Let's go.
Who's this producer?
Best believe I was black or invested. With your money, you ain't gotta be guessing. Profits is what we manifested. So we binge on our black or invested. Best believe I was black or invested. Dark horse in this race, we ain't resting. We got stocks, we got crypto with a blessing. So thank God for that black or invested. Best believe I was black or invested.
My guy Indigo gets me hype every time. What is going on, guys? Happy 1st of July for you guys. What's going on? Let's get into it here. Let's share the screen. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, there we go. Let's see who's in the chat here. All right, let's kind of get into it here. So is this sector now a buy? But before we get into that, first, Litecoin. Will it surge? What is up, Crypto Work? What's going on? Litecoin Surge. Will it be a 2x soon? But first, let's get some things out of the way here. We have the Telegram, which is completely free for you guys to join. Why take on the crypto world by yourself when you could join the Telegram completely free? And we share crypto news around here. Crypto Works in there. Tons of different people are in here. We're 80 strong. I like to see that. People share information about the best wallets they have, and tons and tons of information. It's just a great resource. And if you want to step up from there, we have the Patreon, where it's less than a cup of coffee for a weekly watch list. So now that we stuff out of the way, let's look and see what Litecoin's doing over here. So Litecoin had a surge. Remember, the Litecoin halving is coming up here sometime in August. Last Litecoin halving, it did something like this. So it was already kind of popped off and done by June 10th. So we had a little, it seems like delayed reaction this time. So if you guys, shout out to the patrons. We've since 75. Right now it's at 105. That's a good over 25% gain. Shout out to y'all. And of course, you guys know on here, the patrons got it. They get it first, but we've been talking about Litecoin for a while on here as well. So let's see, can it get to 180? 180 would be would be over 2x. 180, that's what I'm looking at though, like at least 180. So Litecoin has a lot of things going for it. The CFTC was a commodity. Oh, and as always, guys, if you guys have any questions, just put it, we'll get to them. I was worried. There we go. So the reason why this is important is because we shared with you guys the Bank of International Settlements. Those guys are going to be able to they're going to allow central banks globally to purchase cryptos in 2025, January 1st, 2025. So what are some of the first cryptos they're going to purchase? Probably ones that have been deemed commodities. So they're going to be, just like silver or gold, they will be commodities. So Litecoin was dubbed a commodity along with Bitcoin and Ethereum, according to the CFTC. So I'm thinking come 2025, the first of 2025, which isn't really that far away if you really think about it, right? It's only like a year and a half. Litecoin and Bitcoin and Ethereum can be purchased. So that's huge. That's huge. 2% of central bank money globally being pumped into like Bitcoin makes me think Litecoin and Bitcoin and Ethereum will have a very wonderful 2025. I don't know what you guys think about that. Let's see who's in the chat here. All right, let's keep going. Now, this sector has pulled back, okay? Sector I'm talking about here is AI. Now, is AI a buy from where it's been pulled back? Like, I want to take case in point, vector space AI. This is one of my biggest AI plays because if you look at where it's been, the IRI, it's been as high as $12. So sitting here at 36 cents, like gosh, it's like a 40x, right? Something like that. But if we look at early this year, it went from about 29 cents January all the way to $1.15. Now it's sitting at 36 cents. So it's not too far off, about like what, 18 or 20% off from where it was before AI stuff surged. So maybe these guys are at a point where we can come in and scoop. Okay. Now, AI, if we do like AI versus metaverse, maybe that's a whole nother episode, right? But I'm kind of leaning with AI a little bit over metaverse. The reason I compare those two, I think those two have a long way to go before they're actually kind of truly rolled out in here, right? AI, maybe Elon and Neuralink, they actually put chips in our heads, right? I'm not getting a chip in my head, but certain people might want chips in their head, right? Whereas the metaverse, like they're kind of in tandem too, because I can think if you have a chip in your head, or if you have the Apple AI goggles or whatever, right? That makes it easier for you to now be in the metaverse, right? So they're kind of working hand in hand, but maybe AI is just a tad bit above metaverse from now. We have one other choice here, and of course the patrons, they have an entire list. Here we go, singularity.net. Now this one was a really big benefactor. It arose to the same prices it had in the last bull run, not quite to its all-time high, which was the bull run before this one. However, it's sitting here at 25 cents. It's definitely not at, the 55 it was at the height, right? And I think it was higher than 55. I think it was like 60 something. Still ways from 5 cents, right? Still 5 times 5 cents. But maybe it's something you can say, okay, I'm not buying it at 55 now. It's worth it to kind of DCA from this point, right? At the beginning of the year. So, something to think about. Now, not sure about you guys. Let's go out here again to the comments. What are some of the biggest AI coins like? And I see here, what's going on, Holloway fam, Bam? I see here, CryptoWork likes rent. I've had a lot of people be really high. I know. Shout out to Courtney Johnson. He's definitely in the chat here. He's really a lot of people are high on Render. And if you look at their team, and shout out to the Tokenizer, excuse me. Love Tokenizer. He has a nice channel. Check him out. He's also high on Render. So I'm going to come over here. I want to look at Render again. One thing to note, remember that whole thing we were talking about with diluted market cap, right? So Render, if it was at its highest diluted market cap, or if they decided to dilute on us, it's still okay. It's only about 2x right here, only about 2x. So that's actually pretty good. Like they can't really dilute like a lot on us. So that's pretty good. I just look at it, it's just up so much. Okay, I guess it's not too. I guess this is pretty much the same as AGIX if we look at it, right? 43 cents to $2. That's a 4x, right? Or excuse me, that's a 5x. So pretty much the same deal looking at those two. And then if we look at the max supply here, it's about a half a billion, excuse me. So yeah, definitely something to look at. Let's look at where it's been. So possible 4x here. If it gets back to its height, and let's go look at the website. Like there are some big names attached to this, including Beeple. Beeple's like a lot of people like Beeple stuff, and you can see here ARVR, like we were just talking about, Solana, Polygon, Ethereum, Eco. It's in a couple different venture capital portfolios. Alameda, which Alameda, we know what happened to these guys with the FTX thing, but still it's in their portfolio. Like it's a venture capital place, right? Multicoin Capital, that's another venture capital place. And I want to go to their internet site, but I so hate that they changed this because it's so it's a lot it's not as easy to now navigate. So let me go to CoinGecko. Like kind of just stop using CoinGecko as a protest until they change it back to something nice. Apparently, it needs to review the security of my connection or whatever. Okay. Let's close. Okay. Moving a little abnormally slow for a Saturday morning, but anyways. Okay, now I can just simply go to their website, which is something I couldn't do on the other page. Okay. So I just wanted to show you guys some people that are connected to this. Yes, accept all. Okay, they changed it up a little bit, the site here. They did list. the team below. This does look a lot better though, the site. Okay, so they got rid of a lot of the guys who were listed on their site. So they did have Beeple up here. They did have Ari Emanuel listed, but apparently they took those guys off so that you may see this part of the team. That's fine. But anyways, that's fine. Let's go look at their Twitter right quick. Let me know, guys. Maybe there's some other AI or virtual reality coins that you guys are at. I'd love to know. Okay, so let's see so you can see here they just had in that commercial, Beeple was in that commercial. So he is attached to these guys, but for whatever reason they moved him from like the team page.
It should.
Okay, there he is.
We are render.
Well, let's actually just watch this right quick. Even though it's 2 years old, that's fine.
Octane revolutionized the way we render as it is, but Otoy took it even further with render.
I leveraged the Render network for my most recent artwork, Izanami.
Render is an amazing opportunity for artists to very quickly be able to complete huge projects under tight deadlines.
Thanks to Render, I was able to finish my piece in time for the actual event.
I need to worry much less about the render times and more about the creative process.
It should free us up to be more creative and ambitious by removing the biggest bottleneck in the process, render time.
Tiny computer, big project, the Render network is your friend.
I've been using Render token for a couple months now. It's crazy how it improved my workflow so much.
The interface is super simple. There's a ton of different options, and it's cost effective, and it's just something that let the technology get out of the way, and just focus on like the creativity. We are Render.
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 We are Render. And this is Joel Zurbeth signing off.
Okay. And yeah, that was cool. Now let's look at followed by, and then we'll come out for some questions. Okay. Few different people follow these guys. Strictly Sports, Ace, Crypto Pussycat over there, Red Dad, Blue Dad, Bettingham, Tokenizer, as I before, he likes this one. Mike the Investor. Yeah, they got a Brian Moore. Got a head of people. John Deaton. Crypto Nagato. Solana. Tony Etward. Like huge list of people. Oh, Did not mean to do that. Okay. Sorry, guys. My mouse thing just does what it wants. Okay, I wanted to see more people who followed, but that's okay. We're good. What's up, E? I have a bag. Ali. Okay, yeah, Ali. Yes, Ali. I think that is on my list for my patrons. I think we looked at that before a little bit on here. Think the only place you can get that right now is where, as far as the states go, you can get it on Gemini. And let's look at this one. It's another one that's pulled back. I think Ali is specifically focusing on virtual assistants and using AI for virtual assistants. So secretaries, AI is coming for y'all. All right. So yeah, so it's high. So it was as low as 0.9. We're getting it at 2 now, when it was as high as 8 cents. Seems to me like it's pulled back enough to kind of like really warrant to like DCA at this point, right? This one kind of missed the last bull run. It was as high as like 14 cents. So it really had really seen a bull run. So actually the value here at 2 cents. Again, let's look at diluted market cap, 75. So that's like 1.5 times. Like can't really dump that much. So that's good to see too. Let's go look at their Twitter. Okay, yep. Gemini, we can't use gate dial. So yeah, you can, I guess you can get it on Uniswap too. Gemini, Uniswap. And MEXC. Okay, there we go. Wow. Website. It's the one I'm thinking of. I believe these guys are all about getting virtual assistants. Yeah. Yeah. They want to have their own metaverse type of deal too, I believe. Yeah. First, like virtual assistants, digital twins, digital guides, digital companions. Yeah. And these do kind of look really lifelike. I think seriously, I think the end game is like for any you Star Trek fans out there, the end game is like a Data. I remember that character Data, where he's like this android that's kind of sentient. I think that's the complete and total end game, but at least like virtual assistants who field questions and it's not like robotic, right? Digital twins is pretty like there's use cases for those as well. But yeah. Backed by Binance. I can't see what this is, but it says MCC. Polygon, Griffin Gaming Partners, Alliance, Bitcraft, Multicoin Capital. So there's Multicoin again, and Crypto.com. Oh, Mark Cuban Ventures. Oh, nice. So Mark Cuban backed. Looks like that's what that says. Let me try to zoom in a little bit there. Yeah, I think that says Mark Cuban companies. So apparently it's Cuban backed. And I don't know if you guys remember, but Mark Cuban also backed Injective. Injective kind of just took off. So maybe we see this at some point just take off as well. That's good to note. Let's get to their Twitter. Keep those coming, guys. And guys, can you still see me okay? I'm going to try to make sure that I don't like get booted off or anything like that, like today, like happened a couple days ago. Okay. Bringing up their Twitter. I might have to increase my bag on this today. Let's see. Followed by. I got Strictly Sports follows these guys. Ludicrous. I like that name. Red Dad, Blue Dad. Crypto Mason. Track with 2Ks. Gotta love it. Trek swallowing them. He knows his stuff. My guy Crypto Krakow. Chris Catchy. Shout out to my Benzinga guys. Layla Halprin. Wow. Pretty big following over here. Carlton Flowers, which I need to get with him and get start talking some economy stuff. Andy Zuckerberg is following these guys. Wow, okay. Hammer is following these guys. MC Hammer. Hammer's really getting into crypto, man. Okay, cool. I might have to increase my bag on this guy today. Thanks for bringing that up, E. That is on the list for you patron guys. What is going on? Stacking Satoshis. What's up, Advanced Knowledge? What's up, Nerd Up Ink Marv? I'm missing some comments here, y'all. Okay, perfect. Thoughts on and investing in Bitcoin. This is Advanced Knowledge. I'm completely okay with investing in Bitcoin. I was going to do a show like, okay, how much Bitcoin should I have type of show. I don't know. Let me know if you guys would be interested in something like that, But yeah, I'm definitely bullish on investing in Bitcoin. I'm kind of the altcoin person on the Gentlemen of Crypto network, but I'm totally about Bitcoin. I totally see what Bitcoin Zay and King say about Bitcoin. Like certain projects, they're just getting you to buy that project to like have them now invest in Bitcoin. Um, I don't think that's true about the ISO 20022 coins. Those are they have a separate game plan from Bitcoin, as well as the ones that we're talking about right now, the AI coins and certain other coins have a separate plan from Bitcoin, but I definitely think Bitcoin is digital gold. So yeah, I'm I am bullish on investing in Bitcoin. But again, anything I say is my opinion. It's not financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor. Moving on. Shout out to E. He's a member of the Telegram. Litecoin is an interesting asset when considering its history. It's actually up over 50% so far. I'm trying to figure out if Litecoin is a store of value. Is it a good long-term holder for those of us? I do think that Litecoin is a store of value. I do eventually think that people like the Michael Saylors of the world, people who are touting Bitcoin, they eventually go and say, yes, Litecoin is a thing that you should invest in. But I think that's only when they have their kind of fill of Bitcoin, their fill of Ethereum, and Litecoin's going to be this thing over there that's just chilling. Because when we literally look at like where Litecoin's value should be relative to Bitcoin, it's very, 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 very undervalued right now, like extremely undervalued. Um, Again, not financial advice, but I'm at least just tucking away some Litecoin for a while and just not touching it. Um, yeah, for sure. Like, and remember we were talking about the whole W pattern. Litecoin's another one of those ones, like Stellar, that has that whole W pattern going on. So I really think this next bull run coming up here, it finally kind of breaks through that W pattern. Like we have it right here. So 1, 2, and then it's going to hit the third U of that W and hopefully break through this $400 mark. Um, can we see it at 1,000? Right? Can we see it like hit like Ethereum like growth where Litecoin's now $1,000, $2,000? I think we could see that one day here. I really do think this is digital silver to Bitcoin's gold for sure. And I would say, yes, it's a store of value. I don't think you're going to want to sell Litecoin or use it. Could it be used like currency? Because it's it's going to have like lower transaction costs than Bitcoin. It could. But I think it's going to be a more of a store of value thing since there's only 84 million of these guys. Good question. What's up, Stacking Satoshis? What's up, Ace? No problem, Advanced Knowledge. What's up, Richard Judge? Check out my man Richard Judge's channel, by the way, guys. Yeah, XLM. Very, very, very high on XLM. We spoke about it a few times on here. I just closed a couple XLM news things, but you can see here XLM, they're doing a CBDC for the Ukraine. They just had the news where with Coinbase, You can do like USDC and Stellar on Coinbase. So Stellar is just, they're stellar. I definitely think they break the dollar barrier coming up here. Coming up here in this next bull run. Another W pattern type coin here. And especially imagine, again, too, the Bank of International Settlement says that central banks 2025 can buy cryptos. What are some of the first ones they're going to buy? Probably ones involved with CBDCs, probably ones that have ISO 20022 compliance, probably ones like that. And it just so happens the Stellar is one of those ones. Right? Another one with the whole W pattern thing going on. And guess where we're buying it? We're way down here. So we'll be very happy come next bull run when it's like 70 cents or a dollar over, right? And I think it's like underestimating these because I think Stellar was really at like 80 cents or 90 cents. But I'm really thinking it's going to break through the dollar point coming up here. Wait, did you say Solana here, E? Okay, next on my list is Sol. So I think Sol should be added to bags as well. ICP is on another as well. Yeah, ICP, I'm liking actually too. Shout out to the Crypto Visor. He's done some shows on ICP. I like where they're going. I think on one of his shows he said Vitalik Buterin mentioned ICP as a sister network to Ethereum. So that's definitely something to look at. But as far as like ROI, I don't even know how to properly ROI ICP because we know that those prices were artificially inflated because of FTX, right? So really, would it really get back to like where was it? It was something like crazy price, right? $400 Like, will it really? Like, I don't know that we see that again. And this was at the end of the last bull run. Like, can we get 100 though? Can we get 50? Like, even 50 would be worth it. That's a 10x there, right? But then this is just if you want to be diverse, like you could get that same 10x with Stellar, right? But ICP has a different type of plan for it. So yeah, I also like ICP. Coins they're out there pretty much 2 billion market cap, fully diluted market cap. It's 2 billion change. So all the coins are just out there. Nobody can dump on you. They're all out there. And we don't even have to look at their Twitter or whatnot. We know who ICP is. We know that they have like a big following behind them. So, yeah. Solana, I think it is finally reached a point where it's like, okay, nobody's going to dump on you, and the billionaires are still holding it. We'll probably still pump it at some point in time. I think it's up. I think it was at like $14 a couple days ago, right? Did it go up like $4 here last week? Possibly. Let's look here. So yeah, it's trying to. Yeah, it was at $14 a few days ago, 20 days ago. So yeah, Solana. Yeah, they're gonna have a Solana phone, like, so we know they're probably gonna get pumped at some point. It does seem like they're quote unquote too big to fail, right? It does seem like, still there's a little bit of it, like 3 billion of it that billionaires still have a chance to dump if they want to, which is not a bad thing, actually, because that means they will pump it properly. How good do you have to feel for you to be like to get something out of Solana? Like, it goes to $100, right? That's a 5x for you. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, 5x. That's a 5x for you, over 5x. Yeah, I can see it with Solana, but I just morally, I don't like them. Like, I don't like them morally, but could it be a great idea to have like 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 or 10 Solana? No, nope, not at all. Solana is VC poop. I feel you. This is so Celsius can dump their Solana bags. I feel you, Ace. I feel you so much on that. A serious, plenty of VCs that will dump Solana. Yeah, I know I know how you feel on that. That's why I'm like, yeah, I know what you're saying. However, there is still the case of the Solana phone. So that's still out there, man. Solana phone is still a thing. So yeah, man. I know how you feel on that one. But yeah, guys, I guess this is gonna be a little quick one today. I'll be back at you guys on what is it, Tuesday? So remember, guys, remember the new moon is happening, or the full moon is happening on the 3rd. So we might get some bullish action coming up here on the 3rd, okay? Because of the new moon. So be aware of that. So the next time we're gonna get together here will be Tuesday. Am I coming on here the 4th of July? I probably will. If I'm not out, I might. I don't know. I might go out with my sister. But see you guys at the most Tuesday or Wednesday. I'll be around on the Telegram. You guys have a really good weekend. Please enjoy. Much love to you guys. Have a good one. Peace.